Hi, welcome to Elemental Presence. My name is Peyton, and we created this space. All right, did our yoga warm up. We did Surya Namaskar A, showing you now Surya Namaskar B. So Surya Namaskar B, it's a little bit more active, and again, during the day, wherever you're at, make sure you're facing the direction of the sun, and that you have that intention. All right. So first things first. We start into Tadasana, but we inhale, lift, hands mindfully touch. Exhale, we shift back into chair pose. So I'm shifting my hips back, energy pushing into the earth. Hands can be out in front or up at an angle. Out in front, perpendicular with my head and spine. Or then they can be at heart center. They could even be down by the sides. Foot placement. Close together with the knees over the ankles where you can still see the big toes. If that's too uncomfortable on the knees, step about hip width apart. It's a nice little um, open stance, open stance. Still seeing the big toes. Knees pressing not close in, right in over the ankles. They're not pressing out either. Right in alignment with the ankles. All right. And then we exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, coming into our high plank or any version of the plank. Shift folder, eyes the elbows facing forward, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift into cobra, sphinx, low cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. This time, bring your left foot horizontally over, closer to the center of the midline. Inhale, lifting the right leg. Now you can do some warm-ups to open up the hips here, circling the hip socket. You can even stack the hips to where you're facing, so where your chest is slightly facing to the right side. But if you don't want to do that, you can just simply raise your leg. Inhale, exhale, knee to chest. Plant in between the hands. Plant that back foot 45 degrees ingrained into the earth. Front knee right over the ankle. We lift up. Warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. Shoulders relax. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Frame off that front foot. Spiral that back foot. Step back. Plank of your choice. Shift forward. Chaturanga. Inhale. Cobra. Upward facing dog. Your choice. Exhale. Downward facing dog. This time take that right foot just gently horizontally over to the midline. Inhale, lifting the left leg. And again, you can open up the hip. Inhale, stacking the left hip over the right, where your chest is slightly facing the left side. If not, just come back to center. Inhale, exhale, knee to chest. Planting that front foot in between the hands. Pinning that back foot into the earth. front knee over the ankle. Inhale, lift up. And again, that front knee should not go farther than the ankle. Inhale. Exhale. Lower the shoulders away from the ears. Jaw nice and unclenched. Inhale. Exhale. Engaging that core. Glutes squeezing together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. This time, inhale. Exhale, frame off that front foot. Spiral that back foot. Step back. Plank. Shift forward. Chaturanga. Exhaling. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, tuck the toes. Down facing dog. Inhale, gaze in between the hands. Gently walk forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Or you could exhale and then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Gathering your intention. Hands mindfully touch. Move into your chair pose again of your choice. And then we inhale and exhale. Hands to heart center. Tadasana. All right, I'm going to do that 2 more times. Now that you know the movement, or actually 3 more times. 1 more, it's going to be guided with the positions or the asanas. And then I'll do it 2 times with just breath to movement, not mentioning any asana or postures. All right. Inhale, starting in mountain pose. Inhale. Lift, hands mindfully touch. Exhale, moving into chair pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into your plank. Shift forward, continue to exhale, or take a gentle inhale and then exhale, chaturanga. Lower down. Inhale into your cobra or upward facing dog. And then tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Always remember you can move into child's pose as well, always accessible. Inhale, gently bring that left foot into the midline, lifting that right leg up, flexing those toes. Exhale, knee to chest, planting that front foot, ground that back foot 45 degrees. Inhale, lift, warrior 1, knee over ankle, right in alignment, not collapsing the knee in and not collapsing the knee out, right in alignment. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, shoulders relaxed, away from the ears. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, frame off that front foot, spiral that back foot, step back, plank, shift forward, chaturanga and lower down. Inhale, upper facing dog cobra, tuck the toes, down facing dog or child's pose. All right, right foot close into the midline. Inhale, lifting that foot, left foot. Exhale, knee to chest, plant, front foot, ground the back foot, 45 degrees. kneel over ankle. Inhale, lift. 3 breaths here, or 4 breaths here, like last time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Squeezing the abdomen and glutes. Inhale. Exhale. Frame off that front foot. Spiral the back foot. Step back. High plank. Shift forward. Exhale. Lower down. Chaturanga. Inhale. Lift. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale. Tuck the toes. Down facing dog or child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gaze in between the hands, gently step forward. Exhale, inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Hands mindfully touch. Exhale, shift back into your chair pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, Tadasana. All right, so now we're going to move into just breath for the next 2 rounds. For the warrior ones, we're going to hold the pose for 3 breaths. All right, everything else is just one single breath. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Continue to exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Continue to exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale for 3. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Continue to exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more round. All right. And in downward facing dog, we're just going to take 1 breath. And again, warrior 1, 3 breaths. All right. Inhale. exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, exhale. Continue to exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Breathe for 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Continue to exhale. Inhale, exhale. One breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Continue to exhale. Inhale, exhale. One breath here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. That's your Namaskar B, Sun Salutation B. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye for now.